Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat. And you can place your hands on your knees. Close your eyes when you're ready. Take a deep breath in, lengthening through your spine, and a deep breath out. Do that again. Slow, deep breath in, and let it go. One more nice deep inhale, and exhale. You can slowly start to tip your chin down towards your collarbone, bringing some length into the back of your neck. And then use an inhale to roll your head slowly towards your right shoulder and maybe lengthen your spine again. Stay here for an inhale and let the exhale bring your chin back down. Inhale as you roll your head to the other side. Maybe lengthening the spine again. Staying for an inhale, let the exhale bring your chin back down. You can let an inhale lift your head up. Lengthen your spine one more time and maybe lift your shoulders up to the ears. And then roll them back and down. You can start to open up your eyes. We're going to move into tabletop onto our hands and knees. Spreading your fingers out wide, take an inhale and drop your belly down towards your mat. Lift your chest and your chin. As you exhale, round your spine, give your belly a squeeze. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding through the spine, push into your palms. One more breath here. Inhale to drop your belly down. And exhale to lift your belly up. Nice, you guys. Come back to a nice flat back and tuck your toes. Lift your knees up. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here. You might pedal your feet a couple times. You might even step your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Maybe turn your toes in slightly, your heels out a little bit. Push into your palms. Try to send your hips up higher. Try to drop your heels lower towards the ground. Maybe even lift your toes. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Then start to look forwards to your hands. We're going to walk or step our right foot all the way up and to the outside of our right hand. So maybe you do one step, maybe you do 20. So we've got our left foot on the edge of our mat, our right foot on the edge of our mat, and we're kind of making a diagonal shape here with our body, with our legs, but we're in a lunge. So bend your knee, lift the back heel up so you're on the ball of your left foot. Bring your hands under your shoulders so you're nice and balanced. Look down. Nice, you guys. We're going to start to lower our back knee. And I want you to move your foot to the middle of your mat. And then move your knee to the middle of your mat too. So just a little pivot of that back leg. So it's in the middle of your mat, but your right foot is still on the edge. Sinking forwards with the hips. Continue to look down. Breathe. Awesome work, you guys. We're going to heel toe that right foot to the middle of the mat too. So now we're just in a nice low lunge, sinking your hips forwards and down, kind of like you want to pull your back knee and your front foot together. Feel the love through your legs. And then relax. Tuck your back toes, maybe lift your knee up. From your lunge, take an inhale to look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot up to the top. Take as many steps as you need to. Inhale into a half lift once you're there. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Take a shoulder roll if you want one. Big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's plant our hands, step back into your downward facing dog. Keep your feet just hip width apart. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down to your mat. Set up your tabletop. So bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, drop your belly. Lift your chest, your chin. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop your belly down. And exhale, round. One more breath here. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, back to a neutral place. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Maybe you'll scoot your feet out wide. Turn your toes in a little. Try to drop your heels down. Send your hips high as you push into your palms. Maybe even lift your toes. Nice, you guys. You can use an inhale to look forwards. Look to the outside of your left hand. You're going to step or walk that left foot all the way up. So it's on the edge of your mat. Your right foot might be on the edge of your mat too. That weird diagonal lunge. It's like a lunge meets lizard almost. Keep your hands under your shoulders. Take a moment, look down. How do your legs feel in this weird position? Maybe normal, maybe pretty good, maybe different. We're going to start to lower our back knee down, slowly, slowly. And then kind of pivot your foot to the middle of your mat a little, and then move your knee again too. So that your back leg is in a straight line from your body now. No more weird diagonal. You can stay here on your hands, sinking your hips forwards and down. Breathe. Maybe giving your left knee a little hug, a little closer towards your left shoulder. Awesome work, you guys. Start to heel toe your foot, your left foot to the middle of your mat. Come into a lunge. Sinking into the hips again. Try to slide your front foot and your back knee together. Hopefully they don't actually move. It just deepens the nice stretch you're getting. Awesome job. Relax. Tuck your back toes. Maybe pick your knee up. Inhale to look forwards. Exhale your back foot up to the top. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms. Take a shoulder roll if you want one. Big inhales, you reach up again. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step back into your downward dog. Option to bring the feet out wide again. Staying here a little bit longer though. So you can push into your palms. Send your hips nice and high. Try to drop your heels. Maybe even try to lift your toes. If you want to add a twist here, the right hand can start to walk back towards your left foot. Maybe it reaches the foot or the outside of the calf or ankle. Maybe it doesn't. And then push into your left palm. Push into your feet so you're still sending your hips nice and high. Awesome, you guys. Let an inhale bring your right hand back to the top of your mat. Switch sides. Left hand can start to walk back towards your right foot. Maybe it gets there, maybe it doesn't. A nice little twist though. And then active here. Push into your right palm. Push into your feet. Send your hips nice and high. Breathe. Enjoy the journey. Letting an inhale bring you back. Left hand to the top of your mat. So we're going to lift our heels a little, bend our knees, and we're going to bring our knees all the way down to our mat, ideally onto the edges of our mat. Then bring your big toes together. Send your hips back for child's pose. Maybe push into the palms a little. Send the hips back and slowly, slowly lower your chest. Lower your forehead. Take a moment. Relax. Slow down. Staying here a little bit longer if you'd like. Or we can start to lift up a little bit. So our knees are going to stay wide, but we're going to try and tuck our toes under. Now our feet are kind of on a little bit of an angle here, so bear with me for a moment. You can try and tuck your toes under, keeping the knees wide. If you need to bring your knees together so that your feet are on a little less of an angle, you can do that too. But stretch your toes, push into your hands. If you feel like you can continue to walk your hands towards your knees, they might lift up. And then the bottoms of your feet might come together. If your feet are still on that angle, your knees might be able to stay out wide, floating butterfly. If you can lift your hands up, maybe you can float for a moment. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're in a nice, lovely toe squat. Find your way back. Lower your knees down, maybe to the edges of your mat. Walk your hands further out in front. Untuck your toes, back into your child's pose. So resting on the top of your feet. Send your hips back, melt it down. Taking just another breath here. And then using an inhale to lift. This time let's come all the way into tabletop. So bring your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders. Maybe even give your hips a gentle rock side to side. Shake it out a little. We're going to cross our ankles and then sit down. So you can bring your legs out in front. Our right leg can stay out long. The option here is to place the left foot on the inner thigh or up in that right hip crease. Option is yours. Just make sure your knee is happy. Your right leg is out long. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. Maybe you will stay sitting tall or tip forwards a little or a lot. Just feel the nice stretch through the back of the right leg. Maybe into that left ankle if it's on your right hip crease. Awesome work, you guys. Using an inhale to lift again. Take your left leg out long. Bring your right foot to your inner thigh or to your hip crease. Check in with your knee, make sure it's still happy. Oftentimes, one side is a lot different than the other. So inhale to lengthen through your spine once you've decided where your right foot is going to be. And maybe folding forwards a little bit or a lot. Awesome work, you guys. Use an inhale to lift up. If you are lifting up, we can bring our knees together for a moment. Give your knees a hug, a squeeze, maybe a rock side to side. We're going to be bringing the soles of our feet together, our knees out wide, butterfly, making a diamond shape with the legs. You have the option to keep your feet on the ground and maybe even tip forwards. Or maybe you will lean back a little bit instead and float your feet. If you can hold your feet, lengthen your spine and find your balance on your sit bones. Letting your shoulders fall from your ears wherever you happen to be right now. And just noticing how your hips feel again with whatever you're doing. If you're folding forwards, if you're sitting tall, if you're leaning back a bit. Taking another breath or two wherever you decided to go. And then releasing. If your feet are lifting, bring them down. If you're folding forwards, lift on up so that we can all bring our knees together. Give them a squeeze, a rock side to side if you'd like. And then we can lay down on our back. When you're ready to do so, roll on down slowly. Maybe you'll bring your knees in towards your chest. Just take a moment, lay down. Feel the entire length of your spine on your mat. We're going to continue to hug our right knee towards our chest and let our left leg go. You can straighten the left leg or keep the knee bent and the foot planted. We're going to find some length through our right leg though. So start to lift your foot up as high as it wants to go. Maybe you're holding on to your leg. Maybe pointing your toes towards your forehead. Maybe you'll hang on to the back of the calf. Maybe you're able to grab your foot or your big toe, but just stretching the right leg. And then we're going to keep our right leg here, wherever it is, however straight it is, doesn't matter. Just keep it where it is. Hold on to it. Your left leg can move or it can stay where it is. So you might send it out long if it's not already there. That might deepen the stretch you're getting through your hamstring, your right leg. Maybe you're going to slide your left foot to the edge of your mat. Kind of like we're maybe finding that diagonal shape with our legs again. So maybe your foot, your left one, is on the edge of your mat, the left edge of your mat. Maybe the right foot will also start to tip out to the side, kind of making a diagonal. Maybe it's a very crooked diagonal line from foot to foot. You can let your right foot fall out to the side as far as it wants to go. And then just float that right leg back up first. Bend your knee. And then you can switch sides. Bring your left knee in. Send your right leg down. Maybe start with the knee bent, the foot planted, or straighten that leg if you'd like. Lift your left foot up though. Hold on to the leg somewhere, maybe pointing the toes towards the forehead. Maybe you stay just like this. Maybe you play around with holding onto your leg in different areas. Enjoy the stretch. You can skip the weird diagonal portion. What if the right leg wants to go out long? Go for it. That might deepen the stretch to the left leg, probably. Maybe you'll slide your right foot off to the right side. And then maybe the left leg will go out too. And just slowly, slowly finding your way back with your left leg first. And your right leg. And then your knees can bend, your feet can plant. Maybe you'll add a gentle rock side to side. Give your low back a massage. And then sending your legs out long, your arms out wide. Make your way into Shavasana. letting your body relax completely. Staying here for as long as you have time for today. And thank you so much for joining me. Short and sweet. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.